Okay, this is from the packet. Questions 9 through 12 and questions 19 through 22. So, questions 9 and 10 says the area of each triangle is 96 square centimeters. Find the height. So, you need to remember that what we do here is we're given the whole area. So, the whole thing has to equal 96 square centimeters. If you're working backwards, that would be area equals 1/2 base times height, and then you would plug in your numbers. I'm actually going to take a little time here and write it in right now. So what I did here is I did it the way that I would do it, and then I obviously left the way that the book would do it too. So I said if the area is 1/2 base times the height, we would have 96 for the area, and then we just plug in our numbers, which 1/2 of 16 times the height. So you get 96. Well, you get 8 because 1/2 of 16 is 8 times the height. Well, we don't know what the height is, so we would divide both sides by 8 and you get 12. The way the book did it is they said, all right, automatically work backwards. So what is the opposite of dividing by or multiplying by 1/2? Well, that's multiplying by 2, okay, or dividing by 1/2. It comes out to multiply by 2. So they take the area, multiply it by 2, and then divide by the base or the height. Okay, so they did the same thing over here. Take the whole area, which is 96, multiply it by 2, that comes out to 192, and then divide 192 by 8, and they end up with 24. The way I did it is 96 times 1, or equals 1/2 times 8 times the height. Half of 8 is 4. Divide by 4, you get 24. Same thing here, except now we're working with the number 135. Take half of 15, I get 7.5. Divide both sides by 7.5. So 135 divided by 7.5 is 18. 135 equals 1/2 of 27 times the height. 13.5, divide both sides by 13.5. 135 divided by 13.5 is 10. Again, the book, 135 times 2 divided by 15 is 18. 135 times 2 divided by 27 is 10. Again, guys, I don't care which way you solve these. Whichever way is easier for you, I'm fine with. Next, the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle are -4, -5, -6, -1, and R would be 2, 1. Find the area of the triangle. So, really, I think probably the biggest challenge, and the reason why I didn't give you tons of homework, is just that you had to figure out how to graph these on here. Now, you know that you're going to have quite a bit of stuff in the third quadrant because you have negative, 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 and then you're going to have part of it in the second quadrant. So, if you set it up correctly, it's going to look like this. And you need to figure out the area. Well, we know that area equals 1/2 base times height, but we don't know what the base is. So the base I would choose would be right across QR. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they plugged in 8. Your height is going to be 90 degrees right off of that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the height of 4, 1/2, 8 times 4. So I get 1/2 of 8 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. Same idea here, you got to figure out, and if you look at these coordinates, you know they're going to be plotting all in quadrant 1 because they're both positive. From there, you'd get this triangle. Then, find your base, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and your height is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 by 7, 42, divided by 2 is 21. Third quadrant, or actually, it's going to be second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant, I believe. So that one's going to be a little different. But they gave you smaller numbers, so it's easier to come out. So if we look at this D to E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's right there. The height is 9, but we'll check it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 5 times 9 is 45, divided by 2 is 22.5. If we look at this is going to be second quadrant, kind of in between, in between. So it'll look like this if you did it correctly. Now this type of triangle is kind of a pain because you know that the base is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? But to find the height, what you really have to do is come in here and say, okay, well, the height is this line right here. All right? And then you would count it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a 4 by 5. You get 20 divided by 2 is 10. Hope this helps. Have a good one.